There is a monster in nature. It doesn't act like a normal virus. It acts like a calculated killer. Ebola kills 50% of its victims. The plague killed 60%. Rabies kills 99.9%. It is the closest thing we have to a real-life zombie virus. It usually starts with a mistake. A stray dog or a silent bite from a bat while you sleep. The terrifying part is the deception. The wound heals. You feel fine. You forget about it. Your immune system, your body's police force, doesn't even know the war has started. Unlike other viruses, rabies doesn't travel through your blood. It enters your nervous system. It starts a long, slow climb, crawling up your nerves, millimeter by millimeter. It hijacks your own transport proteins, using them as an elevator to the brain. This incubation period can last weeks, months, or even years. It is the calm before the storm. But once it reaches the spinal cord, the countdown begins. First, you feel like you have the flu, a headache, a fever, but it is already too late. Once the virus hits the spinal cord, the door slams shut. Survival is now statistically 0. The virus reaches the brain and starts replicating furiously. It turns your brain into a virus factory. But it doesn't just destroy, it targets specific areas, the amygdala and the hypothalamus. It is rewiring you. It turns up aggression and turns off fear. Patients become confused, agitated, and hyperactive. The virus is taking the wheel. Then comes the most famous and terrifying symptom: hydrophobia, fear of water. It is not a mental phobia. It is a physical rejection. The virus causes violent throat spasms. The spasms are so painful that the patient develops a psychological terror of water. Why? Because the virus lives in your saliva. That is its ticket to a new host. If you drink water, you wash the virus into your stomach, where acid kills it. The virus engineered hydrophobia to keep your mouth full of contagious, deadly foam. Now the host is thirsty, aggressive, and delirious. The virus issues one final command: bite. This is the origin of the werewolf and zombie myths. A mindless beast driven to spread infection. In humans, this aggression is often replaced by terror and confusion. The mind dissolves. Eventually, the brain shuts down. Coma sets in. The heart stops. Is it 100% fatal? Historically, yes. But there is one famous exception: the Milwaukee Protocol. Doctors put a patient into a chemically induced coma to protect the brain while the immune system fought. She survived, but she had to relearn how to walk and talk, and this method rarely works again. So, do not rely on luck. You must rely on science, specifically the vaccine. In 1885, Louis Pasteur developed the first rabies vaccine. It changed history. If you are bitten, you are in a race against time. Wash the wound immediately and go to a hospital. The vaccine gives your immune system a wanted poster of the virus before it reaches the brain. If given in time, the police force can catch the killer on the highway and destroy it. Vaccinating pets is our firewall. It stops the virus from ever reaching us. Rabies is a reminder that nature is beautiful, but also brutally efficient. Respect the wild, vaccinate your pets, and stay safe. Your body is a complex machine, and we are just reading the manual. Subscribe now to not miss the next system update.